flew into the right centre pocket, and he did the rest. Zhang has looked a bit tentative, frankly, with the chances he's had to potentially close this match out. So still to play for, but Williams just sensing maybe a bit of weakness in his opponent, who's not used to winning of late. Didn't want the kiss on the black, but no damage done. Mr. Maximum Man, Neil Robertson, has just taken to table 2. He's up against Gary Wilson. Robertson, who finished last night's match against Jordan Brown with a maximum and a 140. Extraordinary stuff. It's on the player. Jimmy White has just bowed out to Michael Georgiou, who lost the first frame to a good clearance from Jimmy, but has won the next 4. So the shootout champion is through. And Elliot Slessor has just whitewashed Tom Ford, so Slessor will play the winner of this match tomorrow.
Yes, Elliot Slessor has a very good result to beat Tom Ford so comfortably. He's been a bit quiet this season, Slessor. Speaking to somebody actually recently who telling me how hard he practices, and for some reason his results have not been coming, but tonight he's had a good one, that's for sure. It's not an easy shot for Zhang to get back to bulk here, if that's what he's thinking of.
Are the wheels beginning to come off here? Played so well to lead 3-1. 3 really good frames. Maybe suffering from a bout of clincher's disease here. Chance this is for Williams.
1.
Very good at rolling balls in like that, isn't he? Across the nap of the cloth and all of that. Not that there's much nap on these tables, but he dribbles balls towards pockets, doesn't he? He's done it all his career. Again, not an easy table with the black. Awkward there. Not impossible
6.
to get on it, but not just yet.
Uncomfortable moments these for Zhang.
Seven. 13. 14.
Well, if Mark Williams does hold the Ray Reardon Trophy up aloft on Sunday evening, he'll certainly look back at that fluke in the previous frame as the moment his tournament turned around.
Absolutely right. It was the grand scheme of flukes that you might get, that was a
19.
real big one. I think he, assuming Zhang Anda would have gone on and played with some positivity, it might have been his last shot had the red not gone in. Williams.
Barry Hawkins is also in action this evening. Last week's World Grand Prix semi-finalist is 2-0 up on Ben Williston. Overcut by Williams. So, Zhang Anda back at the table with some sort of chance. not happy, is he? I don't think you needed to be a lip reader there to see that he was not amused.
He can get through to this. Can he get himself onto a colour? Might be able to play on the pink here, around 2 cushions. Not an easy shot. It's well played. That is well played. As things stand, the pink's body's occupied still by those couple of reds. So it'll keep going back on the black spot for the moment. What a chance. And he needs to see it as a really great chance.
7.
Played that well. It was getting straight on the blue earlier. Certainly gone top side. Might have to play a little cannon on reds here. Just to sort of, more than anything, just hold the cue ball. The reds are quite open as they are. That's a really good shot, actually, to play on that bottom one. No cannon needed there.
13.
If it was a ball's width straighter, this would be even better. How's he going to get onto a colour now? It's all right.
14.
Obviously the pink spot's still unavailable, so he can't play on the red by the black into this pocket because the pink will go back on there. Just a bit congested, isn't it? He would have liked to have been straight or just short on that red. To play out for the blue would have been a better shot.
One.
Well, it wasn't easy, actually, to get up the table, but I suppose he could have finished in a better spot than this. Now, the options here, clearly you play the yellow with the rest if you think it's the right shot. If he's really not fancying it, he can do worse and roll up behind the blue, but it depends how positive he feels, well, how good he is with the rest, actually. His rest pot success, he's potted 6 out of 7 tonight. But I can understand if he chose not to play the yellow with the rest this time. So Mark Williams will come back to the table. It didn't seem guaranteed it when he first left that chance up. A little swerve required.
Good start for Gary Wilson over Neil Robertson on table 2. Wilson, who's been consistent enough this season to have sneaked into the World Grand Prix last week in the 32nd and last qualifying spot. And he's made a frame-winning break in the opening frame.
Yes, of course, someone like Gary Wilson, to get into the Players' Championship, the next one, he'd probably have to win this week, because he's sort of off the pace now a bit. There's only 16 players in the next one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's coming up in Preston before the brand new Tour Championship, which is reserved for the top 8 on the one-year list.
Yeah, that's very much for the elite, that event, isn't it? Anyway, he can get centre ball striking to cut this red in, but it is a real thin one.
Stuart Bingham is 3-1 up on Matt Selt. He had led 3-0. The 5th frame is taking a bit of working out.
Well, that's a good shot. Needs a big bounce.
1.
Once or twice, he's just finished a little awkwardly. Oddly enough, that's what he's done here. Again, just a tiny bit further with the cue ball. He's got a very easy shot, bolt colour to reds. You know, it's got to go in, because he's leaving a lot if he misses it. Well, you can't say that he wasn't positive there. That's a good shot. I think maybe he's recognised that he has to
5.
just play a little bit more attacking snooker to win.
Six.
Not for the first time this evening. Wrong side of the blue for comfort.
Yes, that camera angle is just highlighting that, isn't it? How many times we've seen this actual shot? A lot. You absolutely... Well, your hands are tired, really. You can't do anything with the cue ball when you're straight.
This would be a huge
11.
win for Zhang Anda. Make no mistake, it will be one of his best wins of recent times. He has struggled a bit to put together any sort of consistency.
12.
You have to say on the balance of play he deserves to win, but sometimes you don't get what you deserve, and you've got to get to 4. It's as simple as that.
Cued it nicely, Philip. He's got to play a positive little shot here. He's going to cannon into any of those 4 reds. He's got to do it with real intent. He's avoided the cannon. It's not bad from there. Had to hit that very accurately to get the other side. It's well done.
18.
Looks pretty calm. Inwardly, he may be otherwise, but inching his way towards a winning position here.
19.
He played this well. You know, if he didn't get the top spin on that, he would have gone into the black, which would have been a bad outcome to take into his next shot. He'd like to be straighter on this.
Another very good shot. 28 the lead.
26.
59 left.
Yes, initially it looked like he was going to be on the red to the left corner.
This is a big shot. This could be the beginning of the end for Williams. No, never in. It was going so well, but the winning line remains frustratingly out of reach for Zhang Anda.
Never quite got in position all the way through that break. He was always just slightly out.
1.
It might be the same story as previous frame. He just didn't do enough damage when he got the chance.
Eight.
If Mark Williams wins tonight, he really will have dodged a bullet. Got incredibly lucky with the fluke that
9.
launched that break of 83, and things were out of his hands again there before Zhang missed that tricky little red to the left centre. Had it gone in, that might have been it.
$16. Thank you. 17.
Williams is normally cucumber cool in situations like this. He's really not played well this evening at all. But he knows how to win in spite of how well he's playing. But that has given Zhang
23.
a lifeline.
Mark Williams 23.
So 5 points between them, 35 left.
Thank you.
Williams hanging on by his fingertips. He's not happy with the way he's played, that's for sure. He's shown a bit of frustration at times this evening. But he may yet emerge triumphant. Oh, very nearly a big fluke back, but he may have got second prize.
Yes, and who's to say he didn't deserve that? I mean, you know, he made good contact with the red initially. After the fluke in the previous frame, he probably deserved something going his way.
Trusting to luck where this ends up. Huh.
Well, yeah, I'm not happy. You can understand why. I wonder if he could possibly get in behind this red and leave the cue ball there and get one back on him. It's not an easy shot to play, actually. That's well done. Kept cool there. Williams is on the ropes here. Not helping at all.
Foul and a miss.
That
Zhang Anda
goes
4.
straight back. It's very uncomfortable. 9 behind in the snooker.
Okay.
He's got to hit and hope not to leave the red on, or else he's gone. No.
Foul and a miss. Zhang Anda 5.
Amazing he's missing this. It's not the most difficult one cushion snooker to hit. He seems to be sliding past it on every go.
If Williams emerges intact from this match this evening, it'll be a minor miracle. This time he hits the red, he's trusting to luck where it lands. Well, it's a chance of sorts for Zhang Anda, but not straightforward by any means. Can he steel himself for one big match-winning red here. Were he to pot it, golden chance to win. Big moment, this. Well played.
One.
Yes, and he doesn't have a lot to do here, just a little shut up for the green, yellow and green. That's really all he needs. That's nice. He's got there in the end, I think. Just a little bit of composure required.
7.
If you're a player in the sort of middle to lower reaches of the ranking list and you get a chance to beat
9.
the current world champion anywhere in the world, it's a great opportunity, but to beat him in his homeland, even better.
Just this green.
12.
Well, Mark Williams was threatening a miraculous escape this evening, despite playing well below his best. But Zhang has got the victory that I think,
16.
on the balance of play, his snooker deserves. And it's a big win for him. Not much to write home about in recent times, bar one quarter-final appearance at the Paul Hunter Classic. But who knows? To beat the world champion
21.
on his own patch could just be the catalyst for him to revive his career. He can certainly play. He's a good cueist. He's not quick, but
27.
he has talent. He's just got to find a way of being a bit more ruthless inside of victory. But he's got it done, and he deserves it. That's a big win in the career of Zhang. The 20